Recording?
That's nice.
Attention bar patrons, happy hour has begun. Drinks are our half price and it's time to loosen up from your work week. Show some love to your bartender, that lovable loudmouth with absolutely no filter, Trevor Garner.
What do you know about this world and all its demands? Sometimes it's hard to face it. What are your future plans? Get off your throne. Get off your throne. And have a little faith.
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. I'm at the Sydney Boardwalk right now. You are listening to the Trevor's Happy Hour Internet Radio Show. Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. I'm at the Sydney Boardwalk right now. You are listening to the Trevor's Happy Hour Internet Radio Show.
I'm gonna hug my radiator.
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald.
Oh, Chicago, Fargo, another town that's called Green Bay. You know my bones are rocking, crazy mama shaking, baby, all the way. I'm gonna hug my radiator when I hit my hotel room. Nothing really matters.
That's right. Dion. You like Dion?
I never heard that before. That's pretty good.
This is like this was never even recorded on record, so it should be okay.
You got him tied up in a box somewhere, singing it live.
This is like him, like in the box, yeah.
Cool. You could poke some holes in the box.
Hug my radiator when I hit my hotel room. Everybody, hug my radiator. Hug my radiator. Hug my radiator.
He's at home.
Hug my radiator. You don't even know what a radiator is, right? Hug my radiator when I am my hotel room.
There's Dion from the 50s. I was right in the middle of this, but he's doing like the real story of Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper, and he was part of that whole thing. You know, when the plane crashed and all that.
Like he didn't take the plane.
He didn't take it. No, but he goes, if there was like, a list of people that say I didn't take the plane, it'd be like a mile long. Everybody says, yeah, I didn't take the plane, but I got lucky. I mean, it could be 1,000 people that said they didn't take the plane. Whatever. But he was on the poster, Dion and the Belmonts. Trevor's Happy Hour Friday night. Friday night.
You shaved your beard.
Yeah, I actually went and shaved today, like about an hour ago before I took my nap, a couple hours. I don't like that peach fuzz that comes in on your face, and I got like a little tiny little mustache that starts to come in. I feel dirty.
Yeah, when I hug children, it bothers them. Rub my beard in their face.
I don't want to look like it. I want to look like Irving. No. So should I call in Trevor's Happy Hour on Friday night? Okay, we're going to do a show tonight. We're going to have Carl, hopefully. He's like fixing his tractor. And Melrose Larry Green. We're going to do a show tonight about Make America Great Again. Because I watched the Donald Trump thing. And he was seething. Donald Trump, when Obama called him out in the audience, is when it all changed. Do you remember that clip? Obama came up on the stage and Trump was in the audience and said, and he pointed his finger at Trump and goes, well, you had to make a decision on whether to like fire Gary Busey or some other fucking idiot from The Apprentice. Yeah. He goes, I stay awake at night with those decisions. And Trump was like just looking like he was like starting his like smoke coming out of his ears, going, "Really, you're gonna call me out like this?" Like, he goes, "I'm gonna beat you."
That was a roast.
No, it was like a speech.
It's
I don't know.
No, it's a roast. It's a comedy roast.
I don't know. Well, I know is like that. I was
for
watching
reporters, for all the White House reporters.
Yeah, but I think he decided that night he was going to run, and everybody's making fun of him. Who's that Megyn Kelly, the one that's grab her by the pussy?
No.
Who's Megyn
She
Kelly?
used to be on Fox News, and she was running the debates. And he said, like you were bleeding somewhere, like you insinuated that she was on the road.
Oh, yeah. Like she was on her period.
It was really cool. It was kind of crass, but.
That's why you love Trump. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here if we can get these guys in. Out of my glass. I'm going to use those Mexican glasses.
Then she wasn't on Fox anymore. They put her on Channel 4. Then she
was on. that Ayers dude got from Fox. He fired. He said he fired her instead of getting rid of or like losing ratings. All right.
Well, it's just funny how everybody back then would kiss his ass to be on the show, black, white, and gay, and now. Well, this is a picture of my room at El Monte Jail back in like '87.
Hey, Melrose. Good. Zombie, can you hear Melrose? Zombie? Hold on a second. I'm going to try to add you in, okay? I think I got you.
Dial him in. Those sideband days.
I am. I'm going to... Hang on, Melrose. I got my high-end...
Breaker, Melrose. Come on in. Put your ears on.
Breaker. Melrose. Get your ears on.
19. Breaker 19. Come on back. Come on back, good buddy.
Come on back, good.
What's your 2020?
What's your 2020, Melrose?
10-4, Eleanor.
Yeah, I think I got you both. Okay, hold on. Now, add. Boom. Okay, Zombie, this should do it. Yeah. I think I'm going to get both Carl and Melrose on this one hit.
Well, you switch calls.
You're so funny, Zombie.
Well, I'm recording on the other line.
I know, just keep recording. I think I got him. Melrose, can you hear Zombie now?
No, because you opened up another call.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 213301763 is not available.
Your full name and phone number for me, so I can add it to contacts. Text me your name and phone number.
Melrose, I'm still here.
Thank you.
Zombie, can you hear Melrose?
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, I called Carl.
Yeah, that I heard.
Oh, he heard it? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, Melrose. Zombie.
Yeah, rolling.
Yeah. It's like you guys are. Yeah. Okay. You guys are like so like anxious that you like hang up before I even get a chance to add you.
Oh, it's our fault. It was our fault, Melrose.
It is. It's our fault.
Yeah, it was our fault. That he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, but.
Well, it is true. I don't know.
Go add. You go to contacts and you go add.
Yeah.
You don't pause the other call.
All right. Well, Carl, this is Trevor's Happy Hour again with Melrose, Larry Green. We've got Zombie, and Carl's supposed to come on tonight. But here's the thing, Melrose.
Yeah.
Okay. Zombie and I were talking, and I want to get into this before Carl comes on. I want to talk about making America great again.
Okay.
You know, you're very astute on politics. And I was watching this thing about Donald Trump when he was really mad when Obama called him out in the audience, and he was seething. He's like going, "I'm going to run," and then. But I mean, what do you think? What do you think about Trump now? I mean, how he's looking back at his career as president, because he's going to make it. He's going to make it one term. I already know it. How do you think he's going to? What do you think he's thinking right now? That's what I want to know. 'Cause at the beginning,
What are you saying? What are you saying he's going to make?
What do you think that Trump is thinking right now going into the election?
I don't know what he's thinking, but I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He's going to get reelected.
Yep.
He's going to get reelected in a way that will be unequivocal. There will be nobody questioning it. It won't be close. He's since day one that he got in there, January 20th, 2017, even before then, the Democrats didn't want him. The entire thing with Russia was from Hillary Clinton. The whole thing with the fake dossier, and James Comey is probably going to end up going to prison from all this. And the media didn't want Trump to be in there. We saw them that night in November of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
People like Blitzer from CNN and the other guy, I don't know, the guy with the puffy face, they were acting like a funeral. This whole thing's a scam. This whole thing's a scam. I love Trump.
Zombie?
Look.
Zombie, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, of course we love him, but I mean, I think Zombie has. Zombie,
Yeah.
Why'd you take your headphones off, Zombie?
Something commotion going on next door.
Okay. Well, but come on, pay attention, Zombie.
I was paying attention.
All right, Melrose. Zombie.
As I told a friend earlier, he's complaining about, as you know what happened last time? The more Trump is on people's lips, the more these reporters have Trump on their lips over and over and over again, the bigger chance that he's going to win. The more he's on everybody's lips, the bigger chance to win. And the morons doing the protesting don't vote. Or protesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem at all in telling you what I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
I have lost many, many, many friends the last 2 or 3 years. People, even in my own family, that don't talk to me anymore because I support President Trump. And I think they're insane. The comments that this man, the abuse he's endured over the years, Kathy Griffin holding up the severed head, Robert De Niro with his outburst at the Tony Awards, yelling, saying, "Fuck Donald Trump." I mean, they would never say that about Obama. And this guy, Joe Biden, who's running for president, he doesn't even know what day it is. He doesn't even know what day it is. And even more dangerous, Trevor and Zombie, anybody else listening, even more dangerous than Joe Biden are the people that are waiting in the wings to work with Joe Biden if he wins. People like Adam Schiff, people like Jerry Nadler, people like Ocasio Cortez.
They'll pull a string.
Well, I mean, these are dangerous people. Now, I've got a couple of horses in this race. Not only am I American, but I'm also Jewish. And you know, my family was born here in America. My parents were born in New York. My grandparents were not born here, but my parents were. My dad fought in World War II. My cousin fought in Vietnam. But I'm a big supporter of Israel. And Joe Biden and his cronies are not. It doesn't really matter if somebody's Jewish or not. Just like there were a lot of black people that were rightfully offended by Joe Biden's comments about black people. He's definitely a racist. Trump is not a racist. Trump is nowhere near a racist. But can I talk to you a little bit about George Floyd in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, because Carl will eventually call in.
Yeah,
but,
Carl will.
I just want to go for
it. I just want to say this. Carl sent me a message. He said he's fixing his tractor right now out in the middle of his ranch. So, well, he'll call in. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, I mean, I've got about 15 minutes before I got to do something else. But I just want to let you guys know that two things are going to happen in the next month or so. One is Trump's going to get reelected in November, but in the next couple of months, I meant to say. This case in Minnesota is topsy-turvy. It's like Alice in Wonderland. In other words,
he was on a new musical sound called rock and roll. By the age of 22, Buddy Holly had begun to achieve enormous fame and global recognition. He wouldn't.
I'm going.
What was that?
I have no idea. Go.
Huh?
Sorry. I don't know what that was.
Buddy Holly.
I think I got a call coming in, but I don't know what that was. Go ahead, Carl.
Well, I like Buddy Holly. It's okay. I play Buddy Holly all the time. I'll be playing some Buddy Holly tonight. I can go right to Buddy Holly from Trump. I'll be playing Oh Boy, Oh My Love, All My Kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
I'll be doing well, all right.
Buddy Holly's calling in from the afterlife.
Well, Buddy Holly would be a dead Buddy Holly would be better than a live Joe Biden. but let me just indicate, it's kind of interesting that the Buddy Holly thing would come up because Buddy Holly, the big fan of Buddy Holly was Bob Dylan, and Bob Dylan was from Minnesota.
Yeah. And
went to school in Minneapolis for a while. So now I was talking about George Floyd, so it was like something from God that Buddy Holly would be in the middle of all this. But getting back to George Floyd, he was a criminal. He'd been arrested many times. You probably know this already. He stuck a gun in a pregnant woman's belly, almost killed her. He wasn't a good person. He's under the influence of drugs. He had fentanyl in his system. Fentanyl is a drug that can kill people. He had respiratory problems before Derek Chauvin was even involved in the case. There's a video that came out just a few days ago that the Attorney General of Minnesota, of the state of Minnesota, not Minneapolis, but of the state of Minnesota, a man named Keith Ellison, had been holding on to it for months. The Democrats in Minnesota are using this George Floyd case for political fodder. It is a disgrace what they did with this case. Nothing's been proven. You're not guilty of anything in America until you're convicted in a court of law. Trevor, if you walk into a bank and stole $150,000, somebody might have seen you do it, but until a jury convicts you, you're an innocent person. That's the fact. And those cops are all innocent. I don't care what was on that video. It's what came before the video. And I hope, if nothing else, hope there are some members of law enforcement that are listening to me talk right now. It doesn't really matter. But I've been to 2 Ivy League schools. I've written books. I've been on radio all over the country, been on TV. What I'm going to tell you is something totally straightforward. This is a vigilante mob to get those 4 cops in Minneapolis. No different than vigilante justice from the 19th century. I don't know. I wasn't there. I find it hard to believe that Chauvin could have his knee on the guy's neck for 8 minutes and he could still be living. I don't think he put any pressure on him. The guy was going to die anyway. He kept on saying, I can't breathe in the very beginning. At the beginning of the videotape. And Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota, was involved in beating up his girlfriend. I mean, there were dozens of allegations against him. And Al Sharpton is holding fucking funerals and making this guy like he's Martin Luther King. You know what? I don't blame those cops. He resisted arrest, George Floyd. Did you know that, Trevor?
No. Zombie.
Did you know that, Zombie?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'd watched that earlier. The guy was actually talking to him nicely, like, what's your problem? He goes, I'm paranoid of just going into small places. The guy's all wasted on dope.
He was on, son. He was high as a kite. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Police do not wear helmets when they stop people. Every minute of every minute in this world, a policeman is wounded by a suspect who doesn't listen. This is a message to all of you. I don't care if you motherfuckers like me or don't like me, if you like Donald Trump or you don't like Donald Trump. Listen to me carefully. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
When a policeman stops you and gets you in a car, you follow his or her orders. Do you hear me?
Uh-huh.
There is no room for argument. This is not a class at Stanford University or UCLA. We've had plenty of officers killed because a suspect takes out a gun and shoots a cop when they're not looking, or grabs their gun. They had not yet detained this guy, Floyd. They had not yet had him under control. He was being uncooperative. You know what? He got what he deserved. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I've had like a breathing episode, and I've been told when I'm saying, I can't breathe, the doctor looks at me and goes, if you can't breathe, you wouldn't be yelling at me, you can't breathe. Oh.
That's right. That's right. This guy got what he deserved, okay? And I hope that people are listening to what I'm saying. The media is a disgrace. All these businesses that are boarded up, all these people, mostly black, going around the country, knocking people out, robbing people, killing people. That's right, killing people. And then the states of New York and California let them back on the streets.
Well,
did you know that?
And paint BLM on the street, and put BLM on the back of the pitcher's mound of the Angels game I was watching. I was like, what in the world?
Let me tell you what. I'll tell you what in the world. You know the letter BLM? Take away the L. You know what you got?
Go ahead.
You got BM.
Bowel movement.
Bowel movement.
Yeah. My mother used to always say to me, Larry, did you have a BM today? My mother died 26 years ago yesterday. I could hear her like it was 1958 when I was 8 years old. Did you have a good BM yesterday? That's what Black Lives Matter is. Take away the L. It's a Marxist organization. They're totally full of shit. White people bought into it. It's a scam.
It's a scam to the black people as well.
Yeah, a lot of them don't buy into it. Plenty of blacks don't buy into it. Yep. Herschel Walker, the famous Heisman Trophy winner, was on TV condemning Black Lives Matter. So many of them. Alan West, Tim Scott, even Leo Terrell, the lawyer from L.A., used to be on the left. He's now a Trump supporter. You know Leo Terrell, he's on Fox all the time. So I'm giving you gold right now.
I'm hearing you.
I'm giving you.
Yeah, and we're going to have this up so people are going to hear it. So keep going.
I'm giving you gold. I'm giving you gold. Can I keep going, or is Carl going to be coming? Let me know when you want me off.
No, I want you on with Carl, but I don't know if Carl's coming in from his tractor thing. So we just keep going. That's cool.
Yeah, I can say another 15 minutes. I got to get ready for tonight.
All right.
With my Facebook thing. So the point is that most people are fucking dumb, and people are phonies. You know why I love Donald Trump? You know the real reason I love Donald Trump?
Because he's honest.
That's exactly right. I don't know if you guys know this, Zombie and Trevor and the others listening, but I ran for mayor twice. I ran for mayor of L.A., big city L.A. L.A. is bigger than a lot of states in this country. L.A. is almost 500 square miles. And I didn't win, but I got to see how the system works. It's all money.
Yeah,
it's all rigged.
And I hope I don't offend you by this, because I don't think I will. But I took this.
Nothing offends me.
Okay, I took this poster of a movie back in 1997, and I threw it in the trash, because there are certain people that they were honest on the radio, but they're not. They weren't being honest. And I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. If you want it, you can have it. But I was you know what I'm saying?
Fart man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want Melrose to get mad, but I mean, I really think that what the hell happened, right?
Howard Stern?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're talking about Howard?
Yes.
Well, I just want to say this about Howard Stern. He is a very complex guy. I don't understand where he's coming from. The only thing that is different, the only thing I can think of, is that he got remarried a few years ago. And that's the only thing that's different, really, in his life.
Well, therapy.
And I think I think therapy too. I don't know what to believe with him. I don't know. He's almost like Joe Biden. You know, Joe Biden and Howard Stern ought to run off together, because they're mirror images of each other. Joe Biden was never this big liberal guy. Joe Biden was actually pretty to the right of center as a Democrat. He used to be one of the Democrats that I really liked in the old days. Howard Stern was the most racist, hateful guy on radio for years.
Yes.
And he's become like a loony bin the last couple of years.
He's anti-Trump. He's anti-Trump. So
I hardly listen anymore, to be honest with you.
Well, but it's just that who's real and who's not. I mean, that's the other thing. I still think that the most real person, like we were talking about, is Donald Trump. I mean, he's Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at The Apprentice. I mean, look at the way he went on The Apprentice. See, there are a lot of jealous people in this world. Howard Stern is so jealous of Donald Trump, and I know he is. They used to be friends. Howard ran for governor 26 years ago, 1994, in New York. He didn't stick with it. He pulled out of the race, just like McCain suspended his campaign in 2008 during the financial crisis. And Howard was a quitter. He looks at Donald Trump, and you know what Howard Stern thinks? That could have been me.
That could have been me, but
this is gold. What I'm giving you, Fort Knox gold right now.
I like
I'm giving the happy hour gold that the state of California deserves. I love California. I've been here. I still have my Brooklyn accent, but I've been here more years than I was in New York. I'm 69 years old. I spent 26 years 24 years in New York, 4 years in Houston, and the rest not so liberal as you might think. The LA Times and the Democrats in California, their days will be up eventually. Maybe not now, but I wouldn't be surprised if you have some amazing results November 3rd. I told another interview, and the guy thought I was crazy. Are you ready?
Yes.
I think this is breaking news. Do you have a breaking news?
Breaking wind.
Yeah, breaking wind. Do you have a noise you can make, Trevor? Make a noise right now.
Okay, go ahead.
You got it?
I just did.
All right, well, I'll do the noise. Beep, 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 beep. We interrupt this program to give you breaking news from the office of Melrose, Larry Green.
Oh, I know you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I predict that New York and California are both in play for Donald Trump. I'm going to predict that Donald Trump is going to win all 50 states November 3rd. Now, you might say that's 1,000,000 to 1. Well, I'm that one. People have had enough in this country. Enough of the lying. Enough of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not denying. I'm not denying that COVID exists.
Scared of losing their job. The dollar buys it.
People.
Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter.
Yeah, here we go.
Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes. As if
Mad
that's
as
the way
hell.
it's supposed to be.
Right?
Is that Carl?
No, this is
network.
network. This is where he goes, I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Carl.
No things are bad, worse than bad.
Close.
It's like everything everywhere is going TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not good alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime.
It does sound like Carl, doesn't it?
I figured Carl got here. I could leave.
My life has value.
But you know, the thing is that I really wish you guys could see my room where I am right now. I've got so many books here you can barely walk. I've got hundreds of books. I've got CDs. I've got articles, newspaper articles. I really think this stuff through and analyze it.
Mm-hmm.
See,
and you were part of all
Trump
of it. I mean, you were part of this. I mean, it was like your life. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I majored in political science in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how the system works. See, Donald Trump has no hidden agendas. He knows how to deal with all the different countries in the world. He knows how to deal with the gang members. There's so many myths that the Democrats make up about Donald Trump. Donald Trump never said that all Mexicans are rapists or drug dealers.
Nope.
He never said that, but that's what they reported in the news.
Nope.
They don't report the truth, hence the term fake news. Hey, there are cartels. There are all these gangs out of El Salvador that'll cut your head off, the MS-13, and I agree, you got to get rid of them. And Donald Trump, look what's going on in Portland. Over 2 months, 70 days, 70, not 17, 70, every night. They're trying to burn down federal buildings. Last night, they set fire to a police station where cops were inside.
Yep.
And the mayor, this is amazing, guys. The mayor of Portland, a guy named Ted Wheeler, Mayor Wheeler of Portland, the Democrat, says, you cannot do this. And this is not my point. This is Rush Limbaugh, who said this morning. So I don't want to take credit for one of Rush's comments. This is what Rush said this morning. Mayor Wheeler said to the people, you are guilty of trying to commit murder by burning down a building. But he wasn't against it for that reason. Mayor Wheeler was against it because he said it will help Donald Trump, because they'll use this in their commercials over the summer. And that's how sick these mayors are of New York and Chicago. They would rather that the people in their own city die than that Trump get reelected. They do not really want to. And this whole thing with the protests and the violence, you don't hear one Democrat, not my mayor, Eric Garcetti, not the governor of New York, Cuomo, not Elizabeth Warren, not Bernie Sanders, not Joe Biden, not Kamala Harris. I can go on and on. Dick Durbin. You don't hear one of them saying anything against what Antifa has been doing. Not one. So I got to get going, Trevor.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry Carl didn't come on. I mean, he's out fixing his tractor and everything. But you know what? I still think Zombie. You there?
Yes. Yeah.
I still think that Trump. First of all, Melrose, I think you're one of the most honest people I've ever seen too, because you come on at nighttime, you go onto your show, and you do what you like to do, and everybody comes in because you're an honest guy. You don't go around and BS people and pretend to be something you're not. And I think that Zombie and everybody that listens to Trevor's Happy Hour they're pretty honest, and that's why people don't like my show. I mean, they really don't like my show because they say, "Wow, I mean, you guys are in your."
People don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah, I'm in their face, and I tell them what they think, and Zombie goes, "How's that working for you? How's that working for you?" I go, "Well, nobody likes me.
Nobody likes me either. Join the club. I'm the most hated guy in Hollywood."
Just go around and be yourself, and everybody will hate you.
Hey, Trevor, I got to tell you my 7-Eleven story.
Okay.
This is a great story. This is a great story. Only you would understand it, Trevor. Zombie, you might, but Trevor, you'll understand this.
Okay.
So I live on a little block in Hollywood. Maybe you heard of it, called Las Palmas. You ever heard of the street?
I've heard the street.
It's
Yeah.
2 blocks east of Highland, if you know L.A.
Okay.
And Highland is a couple of blocks east of La Brea.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of live in a very, not a lot of commerce around here, not a lot of stores, not a lot of places where you can go to relax on my 800 block of Las Palmas. I'm not going to tell you the exact apartment number.
Yeah.
I don't want people coming over.
Pizza.
If you were a blonde girl with big tits, I might tell you the apartment number. But
Land shark.
There's a 7-Eleven there. Yeah, okay.
There's a 7-Eleven, okay?
Just look for the
That's
7-Eleven.
the only store.
Uh,
That's right down the block. It's Santa Monica and Las Palmas. It's about half a mile from my apartment. So I would go there every morning to buy the LA Times.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a New Yorker. And in New York, again, I don't know if you guys know the habits in New York, people don't wait online at a newsstand in New York. In Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, wherever you are in New York City. If there's a line of people and the paper is $1.50, you leave $2 and you walk away. So that's what I did at 7-Eleven. I refused to wait online because I had to catch a bus. I ride the bus into Hollywood very often. So it got them pissed off. The woman, the Mexican woman, and the other guy was the other person from India, Pakistan, I don't know what country, but they were yelling at me, telling me, you cannot do this. You must wait online. So I said, well, I'm giving you the money. I'm not waiting online. You're going to tell my bus driver to wait until I pay for my LA Times? I'm going to miss my bus. So this happened again. I left the money. So they banned me from 7-Eleven. They banned me. This is before the coronavirus. This happened back in February or March. This is before the shutdown, the lockdown. So for the last 3.5 months, I had to go to Sunset Boulevard to get my LA Times. And then last night I'm thinking, what the am I insane? They let gang members in there. They let trannies in there. They let anybody go in that page into that store. They don't let Melrose Larry Green go in there. So fuck you. I went in there today and I took an LA Times and I paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I'm unbanned.
Well, see, that's the thing. Okay, Larry, like bars that I go into and I cause trouble, See, once they change ownership or like people get fired and then you got new people working,
then you're okay when they change
then
ownership.
you're okay again. So it's like
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I've been banned from a lot of clubs, and I wait a while. That's a brilliant.
I just go, I hope you get fired so I can come back in again.
Yeah. Same thing's true about radio. You know, when you work at a radio station and you get fired, and every time I get fired in radio, I would tell the guy, look, I'll just wait till you're fired in 5 months and I'll come back.
Yeah, well, we think the same on this. Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
you know what? It's true. It is true because we are gold, like you said. You talk gold. I mean, we are, but the thing is, the people that become in charge of these radio stations or 7-Elevens or restaurants or whatever.
The power trip, yeah.
The power trip. You know what?
Yeah.
Without us, they're nothing. They're nothing without us.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. Howard Stern once had a good radio show. His show, the last year or two, is so awful that it's amazing that Sirius is paying him all that money.
Well, he owns stock in the company. That was his big.
You know what I would give Howard? Wait a minute. You know what I would give Howard Stern for each show that he does now? If I was the boss, guess how much money I'd give him?
Pay for play.
Yeah, exactly right. I would make him pay for the show. I had to do that. In 2005. I had a show called the Melrose Larry Green Radio Show, and I bought the time. I would pay him $0.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a good thing we're talking about this too. I know you have to go, but he has turned into worse than Soupy Sales. I mean, like,
oh man, I love Soupy Sales.
But Howard used to make fun of Soupy Sales. Howard's now worse than Soupy Sales.
Not only should he not be paid, but people should be paid if they have to listen to that shit.
Man, I grew
That's
up.
right.
I used to love his shows when he was on TV.
That's
the old stuff, almost Hollywood Squares, and
but that was Jackie. See, Jackie's the guy that was number one.
That was years ago.
Yeah,
guy.
And
Jackie Mortling, Billy West,
K-Rock or whatever he was in New York.
K-Rock, yeah.
Do you have anything against Baba Booey?
No, he's a nice guy.
Okay, let's check.
God, that was
He's a nice guy. He's the kind of guy that if he wasn't, he's making millions now per year. But if he wasn't working for who he's working for, he'd be making about $100,000 a year maximum.
He'd be working back at his record shop.
Yeah.
He'd be just
he's not a bad guy at all.
Stern used to say the nastiest things.
He's got no power there, though. So you have to understand that. He never had any power there.
No.
It seemed like a
He's the water boy.
Yeah.
He's Howard's water boy.
Take a lot of abuse.
Well, it has to do with
He may as well bring in a bucket of water every morning.
It has to do with trust. Or Howard trusts him not to throw him under the bus.
Yeah. Well, like Carl's got a ranch, right? Carl Kearns?
Uh-huh.
There's probably some horses there or cows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or something that drinks water.
I know.
There's somebody that carries a bucket of water or feeds the water. That's Baba Booey.
That's right. He's Festus.
Baba Booey is the guy that feeds the that feeds the horses.
That shit.
Funny.
I don't miss it. I don't care about those guys. So I love you, but the point is, I'm just being real with you.
Mm-hmm. I know you are.
Can I wrap it up now?
You can wrap it up. You can like a fish wrap.
I take it to go. Can I get one to go?
Sure. Just leave the money on the counter.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, go to 7-Eleven and tell them and give them the finger.
Hey, listen, Trevor, can I just plug my Facebook show tonight?
Yep, go ahead. We're going to post. Go ahead.
I'm on every night, 8 o'clock. My name on Facebook, my real name is Lawrence Victor Greenblatt, but I'm called Melrose Larry Green. And if you are become my friend on Facebook, Lawrence Victor Greenblatt, and then I play rock and roll every night from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock Pacific time. Different songs. Tonight there'll be a lot of bluegrass, country music, and some Bob Dylan and Chuck Berry, and it's 1 hour. And I really enjoyed this interview. Trevor, call me back.
Larry, can you like give us like a song out like that you would sing on your show? Just like sing something.
No, I can't do it right now.
You can't do a cappella. Okay.
Well, I mean, I got my I can do a cappella, yeah.
Well, just like sing yourself.
I can do a cappella. I can do that was a big hit in 1903 by a band called the Jaynetts, Jaynetts. You ever heard of them?
No, that's way off. Go ahead.
No, nobody's heard of them.
Uh-huh.
And the song is called "Sally Go Round the Roses." Sally Go Round the Roses.
Uh-huh.
Nobody knows what the song's about. Some people think it's about a girlfriend who is actually a lesbian and breaks up with another girl. But it's a really cool song. It goes like this. Sally go round the roses. Sally go round the roses. Sally go round the roses. Pretty roses. The roses, they can't hurt you. No, the roses, they can't hurt you. The roses, they can't hurt you. No, the roses, they can't hurt you. Sally, don't you go downtown. Sally, don't you go downtown. The saddest thing in the whole wide world is to see your baby with another girl. Sally, don't go. Sally, go round the roses. It's a really cool song. We'll be doing that tonight, and
you'll be doing that tonight. That was 1963.
That was number 2 in 1963.
Hey,
that song was that's the only hit that band had.
Listen, I have my computer going.
Oh, you got it?
It's right here.
Play it.
I'm playing it. This is 3 years before I was born.
I'm only hearing the bass line kind of. I can hear it. Oh, there it goes.
Go downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why you like them. They're all black girls.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be doing that song, and I'm going to be dancing to that song also.
Cool.
They're 4 hot-looking black chicks.
So one more time, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. But let me tell you, you know how old those girls are now?
How old they are now? I don't know.
They're probably about 85 years old.
As old as my mom, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because I was 13 in 1963.
Mm-hmm.
These girls looked like they were about 28, 15 years older than me. So that means they're born in 1935.
And Melrose, I know, but Melrose, when you were 13, you're a big Rolling Stones fan too. Yes,
I love the Stones. The Stones were just getting started, and the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I loved all that, buddy. I loved Four Seasons, Dave Clark 5, yeah.
So go to Melrose Larry Green, go to Lawrence Victor Greenblatt on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go to tonight. He'll sing all these songs for you.
Oh yeah, and other songs too.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those hits that you really want, like Susie with the Black Eyes.
so if you're 85-year-old woman and you're black, go there tonight.
Can I listen? I just want to say one more thing.
Okay.
I miss old AM radio. I miss it like nothing else. Like I miss my parents. My parents have been gone for 20, 25 years. I miss AM radio, oldies radio. Years ago, I used to know Casey Kasem. He'd call me up all the time. And to me, there's nothing like the old music. 60s, 50s, up to about the 70s. After the 70s, I don't really care.
I like the old Boss radio days.
Yeah, old Boss radio. Yeah, Boss radio, of course. Big history in Southern California radio.
No, this is what this is where you are.
Trevor, you got to tell Carl. Tell Carl to buy a radio station, and we'll do a couple of shows.
With Boss Radio. Merry Christmas from Boss Radio.
Wow.
There you go.
There's nothing better than that stuff. There's nothing better than that.
I used to have my little transistor under my pillow and listening to it.
I've got transistor radio right here.
Yeah.
Right in my hand.
I used to have a reel-to-reel, and I pretend I was doing a radio thing, and I play songs.
I got my transistor radio right here.
And it's like, I see Melrose. Melrose.
Yeah.
I used to run Radio Shack over down the street, and Melrose is that guy with his battery card. He come and get his 9-volt for his transistor. That was Melrose.
Yeah. That's me.
His free red battery.
That's me.
Catching a skiff from WLS out of Chicago and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the time.
So guys, I got to split.
You go. Okay, you go do your show. 93.
And I'll talk to you later. Call me anytime, Trevor. Okay.
Okay, I will. And then
bye, Zombie.
Thank you.
Take care, Zombie.
Nice time.
Goodbye to Melrose. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
Good night. Good night.
Bye, boo.
Okay.
Long time.
Hey, Zombie.
Yeah.
So let's finish this off.
Well, yeah, it'll be a little bumpy on the splice.
More music, KHJ. More music, KHJ. 93 KHJ.
Remember them? The hullabaloo.
KHJ. Boss. 93 KHJ.
Where did they get these singers?
Oh, cool. They're all unemployed now.
I'm sad Carl didn't come on.
His tractor.
He has to. What did Carl say? Let me see what he posted here. He goes, maybe I still have to repair my tractor. I broke some welds, and I have 2 jobs I have to get done by Sunday. That's what he sent me. Doggone it. Oh well, things don't always go ever the way I wanted.
Nope. That was always next time.
Oh, I know.
That way he won't be in a rush to get back to his broke tractor.
That's always been my problem. I mean, you can still see my video?
Yeah, that's my problem.
That's your problem. Yeah.
You don't. I can say that's Wally.
So, we'll talk about this. Let's talk about this. How many times have you started over the recording?
Well, 4 balls.
Hey, okay.
I think they go to 22. I'm not sure. So they're going to be a couple of those, and then one will shorten the beginning. Behind the scenes.
But the thing was, like yesterday. Okay, so we took over. Oh, Kit's in here. He's doing the Trump thing. So yesterday we took over the Tom Gully show. Right?
Was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was. No. I wanted, the Tom Gully show. How come? Oh, I put Tom Gutley.
Gee, I wonder why.
It didn't come. Tom Gutley show.
Exactly. How you doing, Tom Gutley?
So yesterday, Zombie came in. See, Zombie goes, man, I'm stoned. It's like, what the heck? And I go, so we're doing the show. Where's Irving? I mean, now we need Irving on.
I'm getting ready to go. No.
No, okay.
Though, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Here's Zombie on the Tom Gully show.
People, I get sick from
Well, then somehow Dragon Lady got in here. Zombie, here, listen to this. Then we'll go.
Listen to
Irving,
it.
I wouldn't really up for their hour.
No, we're not gonna put Irving
Might
on.
interrupt one of our.
But here's Zombie from the Tom Gully show yesterday.
It says the Hamburger Man. I remember him.
Here comes Zombie.
Terry Lawler said,
Twice.
McDonald's. I'll tell you in a second. Here, it's probably one of these.
Actually, I called it
Welcome to the Tom Gully show. You're on the air.
3, 8.
You know,
That's
after the Dragon Lady called us, these calls with just the random
We'll
numbers
go after
now
this.
seem way more interesting than they did before.
So here's Zombie's appearance on the Tom Gully show.
The addition of milkshakes to the McDonald's. Oh, I was reading comments. Excuse me. Sorry. Terry Lawler says McDonald's took another fast food chain to court last year for the use of the Mick name. Happily, they lost the case. No one should have the monopoly on it.
Maybe he wants to call Tom Gully.
I remember that.
Go to
It was Mick something
817-522-3948.
or something. And it's like, lighten up, McDonald's. Wild Bill says, you're worse than me. Not really.
Come on, Zombie, get it.
I would never say that. Mr. Bassett says, bring back the numbers guy at this point. Exactly.
That's right about now.
5, 3, 6, 8, 4, 1. Yeah, that's what I said. This
is the one that works.
You guys keep glomming onto my humor in the chat room. Hi, and welcome to Tom Gully Show. You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
That's funny. Hello.
Okay, you can say something or I'll hang up. Okay.
Call one more time.
I might block you forever. So you should choose to say something now.
I don't know why he wasn't answering, but I called.
The addition of milkshakes to the McDonald's menu in 1949 would completely shift the future of the chain. The new item called Triple Thick Milkshakes was made using a multi-mixer. After multi-mixer salesman Ray Kroc visited the original.
I like that word, multi-mixer.
Sell more mixers, he became intrigued in the business. He would go on to purchase the small business and become the tycoon.
There he comes, Zombie, for the third time.
The fast jack that he is. Yes. Here we go. This is the same number. It's just called. Hi.
Hey, Tom, it's Zombie Wolf. I'm sorry. I had to hang up on you earlier. I'm sorry.
What are you hanging up on me for, man? It's not that hard to use a phone, man.
No, well, I was kind of buzzed, and someone told me to call this number. I'm not his friend, so I called the number, and then I was surprised it was you.
Called me and hung up on me.
Yeah, I have to apologize.
I do apologize for hanging up on him.
I didn't really need an apology. Zombie, you're actually the most normal person on that show.
Oh no,
that was funny. You're the most normal person on the show.
You are. You're the voice of reason on that show. You're the only one with a human soul on Trevor's app.
That was scary.
Because they start down some pretty dark roads, and you're like, man, you can't do that. No, man, that's. And sometimes you just hang up and get off. They're about to do something really bad.
Times I quit.
Yeah, you smoke a lot of dope too, don't you?
Yes, I chronically smoke now. Now I'm retired.
It's medicinal, though, isn't it?
Oh, now that you're retired. Oh, you never did it before.
Yeah, you're the one that's actually. Also, a lot of times the people on the show aren't actually tracking with like real and true information. For instance, there may be one person on Trevor's Happy Hour, I don't know, that may call himself Irving the Indian Boy, although he plays a fake cowboy he's a historical recreator or something like that. And that guy gets more facts wrong than anybody on earth. And you're there like, no, I don't think Paul McCartney created the question mark.
I love when he rips into Irving. You know what? It's like, this guy does pay attention to us. That's cool.
No, actually, it was about 1958. They hadn't left Hamburg yet, and he came up with this squiggle that meant, I mean, and you're the one that just goes, no, Irving didn't, kind of nice.
Prince. Fucking Prince made that up. The artist formerly known as Prince.
That's what the thing of when you know a bunch of little stuff about one thing, you know a bunch of, everything. That's half knowledge, and that's really dangerous.
Yeah, it really is. And of course, the chat room on Trevor's Happy Hour is named after you, correct?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of.
But then he brings up when we slept together. That's horrible.
Stole my name from one of my.
Insinuated.
Which never happened.
Insinuated.
How often are you actually in?
I was outside getting my delivery when you hear the wind here. I was getting my product.
Man, we met through Casey, an AM.
They want to say Casey gay.
Radio station.
I know what you were about to say.
I didn't want to.
Gay.
I was going to.
Yeah.
KCAA, that's known as something we won't say on this show, just because I don't want to get letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
He sent a cab over for me to go out and have some drinks with him, and that's how we met.
We went to the bowling. Wait a minute. We went to the bowling alley. The Moreno Valley Bowling Alley, I think. And
later, yeah.
And you never got in my pants, but okay.
Yeah,
that's classy. Did he leave the money on the? Did he leave some money on the table when you were done?
Yeah, he did. He left $30.
That's just $20. You know? I didn't want to sleep with him, but $20 is $20.
I don't remember a thing.
Anyway. Well, someday maybe we'll have a crossover show and we'll just talk to all you guys. But I gotta finish up the news, and I only have 10 minutes to do it before our network program's over. But
all right, Tom. Thanks for letting me call back.
Oh, hey, no, you could call in anytime, Zombie. Call in anytime.
Oh, yeah,
and
but just
Trevor's Happy Hour. What's it on? What time in Pacific is it on Friday?
Between 3 and 5. We're going to record it.
Oh, okay. So
Thanks,
when can they listen to it?
I'll post it up like an hour after that, like 6 o'clock.
Okay, so 6 o'clock Pacific time on trevorshappyhour.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a great night.
Thank you, Tom.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. There's the show. That's Trevor's Happy Hour tonight. You can put this together, patchwork it together with the beginning and the middle and the end. And I will do the outro. Sorry, Carl had to do his tractor, but things don't always work out.
No. Talk to you all later.
Good night, everybody. Here it goes.
Nice. He's
Hold on a second.
Irving will probably be on next time.
Okay. You would think.
Kick off your weekend with a wild night at the bar. Barkeep Trevor